Hi guys, and welcome to week 2, workout 2. This is going to be your upper body. Starting our warm-up, we have wide range circles. You take those hands all the way over your head and bring them down. You're going to do your designated number of reps here. Then you're going to do the same thing, circles forward, and then take them back. Really get those shoulders working and your upper body nice and loose. Second exercise of our warm-up is going to be X-taps. So you're going to stand as you would in a squat form and curl over and touch your toes, coming all the way through the movement and taking that arm all the way over your head to your toe. Getting our upper body loose and stretching out our hip flexors and working on our hinge movements. If you're doing 8 reps, you're going to do 8 on each side for a total of 16. So whatever number of reps you are, just go ahead and double that and count it out. Next exercise is going to be our awesome push-ups. I know you guys are excited. You can have your straight legs. You can come on to the top of your knees. I'm going to tuck that pelvis up and under, back nice and flat. Take it all the way down for your designated number of reps. From here, you're going to go into a plank. So for this plank this week, we're going to be on our forearms. So we're going to press our palms into the mat, come up nice and high on those toes, body's nice and flat. Hold that plank for 45 seconds. You can also plank on your knees, whichever works better for you. You can see it from a side view here. My back is nice and flat, pelvis is tucked up under, engaging my core. First circuit, this is going to be the advanced version. I'm using 20-pound dumbbells. You're going to squat, curl on the way up, and press. Then you come back all the way through that movement, squat, curl, and press. These are heavier weights. It's going to create a degree of difficulty that's going to help engage your heart rate. Biggest thing here is to not to fall forward in your squat when you go to pull the weights up. Press through those heels on the way up and complete the full rotation. So you curl and then you're going to bend and press. Next rep that I'm going to show you is going to be for the advance. You can use one dumbbell. You're going to drop it straight down in between your legs. Normal squat form. Going to curl and then press. Bring it down, curl, and press. Same thing here. Do not fall forward into your squat. You want to use that weight and really engage your core to hold yourself still. And getting that little bounce on the way up to push through, engage your legs, and work that upper body. From here, this is going to be the beginner. Whatever you have at home, you can use a pillow, you can use a weight, anything, or if you're in the gym and you want to use a ball, you can do this exercise the same way. Next part of this circuit is going to be single leg scarecrows. So last week we did our bench row. So this week we're going to add a degree of difficulty and raise one of our legs off the ground. You'll notice here, I'm going to take one dumbbell, I'm going to bend my knees, pull that belly button into my spine, hinge forward, neutral grip, and then pull that elbow in and row. Big thing here, think like there's a bug under your toe, and you're pressing it down, holding it, and that's going to help you with your balance a lot. You're going to do your designated number of reps, switch sides. The weight should be in the hand that you have the foot off the ground. And pull that elbow in nice and tight, pulling that shoulder blade, using your back, using your core for your balance. This is a full body exercise. If for some reason you get through half the reps and it's too hard, you can go ahead and do our normal row. So neutral grip and pull. Biggest thing is working on keeping that back flat, slight bend in the knees, really isolating that back. Switch sides, same thing. As we go through our circuits today, our third exercise last week was push-ups. This week we're going to jump rope. And if you do not have a jump rope, later in the video I show you a modification that you don't have to use the jump rope. There's a few different ways you can jump rope. It's gonna be kind of up to your discretion. The advanced are gonna jump rope for a minute, moderate 45 seconds, and beginner 30 seconds. Next circuit, we're gonna lay on down. Whatever you're using at home, as far as weights, you're gonna bring those legs up into a tabletop position. Your knees are gonna be right over your hips. Take those weights out and press them in. This is really gonna work that lovely bra fat area that all women have. So, big thing here is to press your spine into the mat so your back is nice and flat. You don't want to have space between your back and the mat, because with your back flat, you're engaging your core and really isolating your chest as well. And holding your legs in that position is helping you to work your core. If you can't use weights, that's totally fine. You can do this position, just double the amount of reps you're doing. And if holding your legs up is too hard, you can lower your legs and do the exercise. Same thing, nice flat back, pressed in. My legs are hip distance apart, using my core to hold my back nice and flat. Next, you're going to drop one of your dumbbells, and I kind of forget that for a second, then I'm like, oh yeah, got it. Drop a dumbbell. We're going to do nice tricep extensions here. Same thing, legs are in the tabletop. I'm going to extend it down and press. As you'll see, my elbows and forearms stay nice and still. Not forearms, my triceps. I bring my forearms up, squeeze, and bend. Really isolating your triceps and working them, also while keeping my back flat and my core engaged. Same thing here, if you need to, you can lower your legs down and do this exercise as well. Another modification for these two exercises, push-ups work your chest as well as a chest fly. So if you're at home and you want to challenge yourself because you don't have weights, you can do push-ups instead for the chest flies. And then you can flip around here in a second and you can do tricep dips. You can either have your butt on the ground or you can raise your hips up. So the first example is with my butt down. I'm going to drop back and press through those triceps. Your hands are pointed towards your heels. Then you can lift your hips and do the same thing. That's going to add another degree of difficulty. And then the last part of this circuit, you're back to your jump rope. Like I said, there's a few different ways. Try to experiment as you get bored, or just jump it out. Have a little bit of fun with it. Next circuit, we're back onto our forearms. This is definitely the advanced version here. You're going to lift those hips up nice and high. You're going to have a neutral grip towards your head and press it straight up. Press. Feet are stacked, core is engaged, holding you up, really engaging your core and isolating that shoulder. For the moderate, you can drop that knee. Same thing, bend and press. Bend and press. You want to keep your body in a nice straight line so you're engaging your side obliques. And press. Next exercise is for the beginners at home, or if you don't have any weights, you can bend that knee and come all the way through and extend on the back. Engage your core and work your back. Same thing here. My hips are up nice and high and I'm pressing. Moderates, go ahead and bring that knee down. Keep your hips and core engaged. Your forearms pressed into the mat and press. This is my retarded arm, so it looks a little weird. Sorry. Press. Same thing for the beginners, or if the weight is too much for you, come through and open it up. And open. Next we have our Russian twist. So the moderate to advanced, we're going to lift those legs off the ground, hold them nice and still, and get a nice twist of our core. Doesn't have to be fast. You really want to get into those obliques. And holding the ball or a dumbbell, whichever you have access to, is going to help engage your upper body as well. Notice my feet stay still. They're not swinging. That's a huge factor. And if you do not have a weight, it's totally okay to do them unweighted. Just clasp your hands together and get a good rotation in. Next, this is my modification for the jump rope. You don't have to have a jump rope. There's no excuse not to do it. Jump around, use your hands, and there you go. Last part is our conditioning of this upper body workout. We're going to start 40 seconds each round, 20 seconds on each side here. So you got weighted jumping jacks. You can use a 5-pound dumbbell. I'm using a 8-pound ball. But big thing here is all about control. Don't be flinging the ball up and down so it's whacking you in the side of the leg. Control, control, control. And keep your body nice and neutral. Don't hinge to one side over the other. And if you don't have a weight or it's too much for you, just go 40 seconds of jumping jacks. Next, we have our overhead raise to high knees. You're going to do 20 seconds on each side here. The faster you go, the higher your heart rate's going to be. Just focus on your form. Don't take that ball too far over your head because you don't want to over-rotate your shoulder. Then you're going to switch to the other side nice and quick for the second 20 seconds. Take it up, opposite knee. And squeeze that core when you bring that knee in. Really engage those muscles. The more you engage your core, the more you're working it. You don't have to do core-specific exercises to get that leaner stomach. Last, but certainly not least, we have our quick feet on the ball. Get those feet up there nice and high, 40 seconds of this, and then you have completed workout 2 of week 2. Keep it up, ladies. Killing it.